What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. Today we're going to go over about 13-ish common motorcycle riding traffic type situations that you're probably going to see as a brand new rider or even as a regular rider. So write in the comments if you've seen these before, if you've been a part of these before. But anyways, we're going to jump into this and we're going to try to figure out what happened and how it happened and prevent it for ourselves, really. Another day of Colorado drivers.
It's crucial to stay focused while anything can.
He's got a Cardo Pack Talk Edge. Guys, if you want to get one, 10% off Cardo Pack Talk Edge. You get a duo with your buddy, split the cost. Those things are really nice. I like them. I have one right here. Boop. Magnetic.
Can happen on the road, and this
see what happens here, though.
Show why it's crucial to stay focused while riding.
Decent space cushion. Watch out for the white vehicle wanting to come out because that truck is going slower than the white vehicle wants. Might want to come out. Oh, we locked up that one tire. Interesting. Good job with the swerve. Don't speed up after the fact. Don't do that. Don't do that last part. Okay, you're doing great. So what I was talking about here, I was kind of talking through. So what I was talking here is an open lane pattern. So when I was saying watch out for this white vehicle because they don't want to be stuck behind this big truck because this lane is moving slower than this lane. And then when this person, if you get closer to the blind spot, they're going to see that they don't like this, and they're going to swing right over. That's called an open lane pattern. Okay, that's an open lane pattern. So that's why I was saying watch out for that. So when we're getting up to here, you see how it's slower than our lane? So at this point, I'd be worried about the white car coming out. So what you can do is you can still continue going, is just position yourself off to the left. Because if they start coming out, you're already over here, and if you need to, you can accelerate, or you can swerve into the shoulder real quick and then swerve back into your lane, just in case they came out. That's what I was getting at there. Now, when it comes to this, decent space cushion. I don't like the positioning, though. I either like to be off to the sides for this right here, about this reason right here. So, uncommon thing, slamming the brakes. That means I'm going to have to do something because if I continue my path of travel, I'm going to run into the back of them. So, we get up to here, and we use the lane split as our escape path. That's perfect. That is an escape path. Now we can use that. So that's part of planning. You always want to find your escape path. So he gets crossed. He gets over. The reason why he slammed the brakes, because this person slammed the brakes, somebody else slammed the brakes over there, all that stuff. We found the escape path. We're good. We're good. We're out. At this point, you can kind of see in the visor or in the face shield, there's not really anybody in front. So what we can do here, this is what I want you to do, is once you get through that lane splitting position, get into this lane that we're currently in, and roll off the throttle gently. There's no reason to keep speeding and do that. There's no reason to keep getting in front of people. We could have stayed behind this big truck. We had plenty of space over there. We could have swerved right to the far right lane. We could have swerved over here. We could have rolled off the throttle and stayed in this lane, but we continue doing this, and it's just putting ourselves into a new situation where there's possible danger. All right, so lots of traffic up ahead. Maintain this space cushion right here. Maintain it. There's no point. You can't get super far ahead. Open lane pattern, we're about to do it. We don't want to be in this lane anymore because it's slower than this big open spot, so we're about to switch over. What do you think that person was doing too? So there's no point in speeding through these things. There's no point in speeding through these things. Just keep back. We switched over. They slammed the brakes and swerved too. That's an interesting maneuver right there. But got in front of us and we hit them. Here we go. Luciu Santana. Open lane pattern. Persons want to come out. Yep. Okay. So what I was saying here earlier in this live stream, in this video, is that person's stuck behind that white SUV, doesn't want to be there, sees an open lane right here, switches over. So if you see this pattern, and I'm talking about specifically this pattern right here, stuck behind this person, it's a slower lane. They see this person pass them, and they see an open lane. They switch into the open lane. So what we don't want to do is be in their blind spot. That's it. We don't want to be in their blind spot. We want to ride staggered like we're in a group ride with other vehicles, as best we can. Narrow road, you see headlights coming at you. Ooh. What do we do here? We're gonna fight. We'll play chicken. Well, that truck's gonna win. Just be a courteous person. Pull right there. Or maybe pull off to the side. Like before you saw that, pull off to the side. So you're like this, so then you can exit out afterwards. What is this guy gonna do? You're gonna make him reverse when you had an option to be right here. You know, just come on. Come on. Or even right here. Keep creeping, keep creeping, keep creeping, keep creeping, keep creeping. Stay right there, let them out. You move on with your day. Not a big deal. What are we doing here, guys?
There's no reversing, bro.
Guy helped it. Guy refused to help the situation. You can do something. You can do something. There you go. Dude, we didn't need to have any of that. The text that is popping up. We could have just done it. Here we go. Yield. Okay. Looking for traffic. Nice little Honda Rebel. Love it. Oh, side of the cyclist. What a dum-dum.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, dude? So one thing I made a comment on a previous video is that if you look left, just want to point it out because this is a great example. You look left, your shoulders naturally tend to go. Now, somebody made a comment. They're like, well, I just did a test, and if I look left, I still go straight. Or there. Yeah, of course, because you're paying attention. So I can look left and do the same thing. My arms aren't moving. But naturally, instinctually, without you thinking, this is what happens. If you think, you can stop it. That's the whole point. You pay attention. So when we got, my head's cut off. When we get to this point, I want you guys to see this cyclist. When he looks left, he starts to turn left. When he looks right, he starts to turn right. That's the part that I'm trying to emphasize here. Watch the cyclist. He looks left, he starts turning his bike left. He looks right, he turns the bike right.
What are you doing?
He looks left, it turns left. He looks right, it turns right. You see that? If you don't think you're doing that on a motorcycle, you're mistaken. You're on two wheels with a handlebar. Same concept. Same concept. So very carefully pay attention when you're deciding to do a head check to the left. Guess what? You're probably turning left accidentally. Focus heavily on keeping the handlebar straight. Do a full head check instead of doing that. Head check instead of doing that. Okay? Pay attention. If you want to practice your head and eye movement, tight turns, all that stuff, check out the Smart Rider drills. 20% off, links in the description. A bunch, 24 drills in a parking lot, 10 cones. Practice your riding. The guy on the bike has been doing the drills. He's got some good U-turns and whatnot. But you can practice on your Honda. All right, here we go. We have... Oh, Dum Dum decided to...
Here the driver was creative.
Decided to turn right when they should have been going straight.
The wrong lane, catching the rider.
Hard to anticipate that.
The driver tried to flee the scene, but there were people nearby who helped catch him.
Oh. Okay, that's cool. Seems to be doing fine. It's an older Harley-Davidson. They don't make those no more. That sucks, dude. Those are so much easier to work on than like the newer bikes. You could fix anything on one of those. It costs a little bit. That's justified. That's justified.
Oh, he caught that on the dash cam.
At this point, get his license plate.
How did I make you crash? I got a camera. Park right here till the cops come.
It doesn't matter if like the truck driver's like, how did I make you crash? It's like, dude, we were in a collision. You still have to stay. All right. So I got the Corvette's like, I've been waiting for this day. I finally get to use the speed of my car to chase down people. I'm like, Batman. I'm Batman. I'm justice. So we're getting through here. Okay. So we're coming up to an intersection. Locate a hazardous situation. It's green light, still fine. Side of the vehicle, you know, still intersections. Dangerous. Assess any relevant threats, so far none. But I'm going to be prepared and navigate any possible anything. So how do I prepare when I don't see anything? If I don't see anything happening, how do I prepare? Keep both hands on the handlebars, cover those front brakes. Maybe slow it down a little bit. going through the intersection, so I get a little bit of weight on the front tire, a little bit easier when it comes to a swerve or anything like that, or emergency braking. There's already weight on the front tire, so now I have traction for the swerve or the front brake. So I'm doing that every intersection. Both hands on the handlebars, covering the front brakes, rolling off throttle just a little bit. And I'm talking if it's a 45-mile road, I'm now doing 42 going through the intersection. And once I pass the intersection, I get back up to 45. It's easy to go up and down 3 miles per hour. Not a big deal. Okay? I'm kind of coasting through the intersection because I'm not giving it throttle. I'm just going a little bit slower, getting a little bit of engine braking on that front tire. I do that for everything. I do it in my car, my sweet Chrysler Pacifica, sweet van. It's really nice. I love it. Sliding doors, automatic, boom, 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 click the button. It's great. I got a 4x8 piece of plywood in the back. You can fit anything. Stow and go seats. Anyways, I'm doing that in a vehicle. I'm doing that on a motorcycle, no matter what, just in case some idiot decides to do this. Sometimes you can't get out of it. That's the crappy part. But if we don't have our hands on the handlebars, we remove an option for us to do something. We delay our perception. Our perception should be the same. We delay our reaction time. I don't want to delay my reaction time. Now we have to reach up when we could have applied a little bit back there. Imagine if we were able to apply the brakes just half a second sooner. It would have been a close call, maybe. Who knows? We were fishtailing and lost some traction. Scary situation. It's a bigger bike. It's an older bike. Doesn't have ABS probably. Dumped the bike. Could have been worse. Either way, could have been worse. But that's what I'm doing this whole time. I'm paying attention every single intersection.
What the?
Oh, do you see that next one? He's going up pretty quick. All right, here we go. Going through here. The road surface. Okay. Does that mean that it's divided traffic? The next 3.8 kilometers per hour. Oh, there it is. Or they're supposed to yield? Is that why their arrow is red?
A very dangerous moment when the driver...
Oh, very dangerous moment. Oh, we got headlights in our lane. Move over. No, dude. If you see headlights in our lane...
Ignore them.
Okay, you can see it way ahead of time. There's the headlights right there. If you see headlights in your lane, when it comes to planning, we located hazardous situation. Is it a relevant threat? Yes. How do we navigate this active threat? We put ourselves in a new position for safety. Ride that line. This gives them plenty of time. Let's say the vehicle takes up all this time. You're over here now. You're not going to get hit. Now they can finally switch over. But it gives them an opportunity to get into an escape if you get over here as soon as possible. You have all this space cushion right here. Just move over. Not a big deal. It's scary. Not a big deal. Don't just hide and hang out. Don't hang out. Don't hang out. See how they're like getting close to that? Give them plenty of space so they don't crash. Ride the line over there. All right, we're going through here. We got a speed bump right there, maybe? Nope. We got a side of the vehicle come out. Good little swerve. Not a big deal. Move on our day. Handling it. Oh, we see somebody. A new position for safety. All right. Not a big deal. Move on with our day. Here we go. Okay, we're going to pass on a double yellow around a vehicle going 116 kilometers an hour. That is roughly
And decided to react in this way
70.
was a good idea.
Maybe it's miles per hour. That looks like a European plate, so probably kilometers. European plate? Yeah, this person decided to do that, though. They're passing a vehicle, too. Can't get mad at everybody. Everyone's passing everybody. Everyone's acting like an idiot. It's a big old mob ride to see who can get to the front. Not a big deal. Flashy moto truck nearly took me out. Wait, was he talking about a relationship?
I think we'll have a great relationship.
Okay, very cool. He's also paying attention to making sure his camera angle is working good. He has his phone connected to his action camera. Guys, I get that. I understand that. Utilize your phone for, if you focus on the road, use your phone for GPS only. Focus on the road, GPS only. Okay, just a little too much. Was that truck involved right there?
I think we'll have
Okay, is this the same intersection? We have
a great relationship.
It's not the same intersection. Okay, it's green light. So red light, green light. Okay. I think it might be a left turn arrow that is red. Okay, so a truck, sure, at fault. Maybe it just turned red on them. So when it comes to a stale green light, when you see a green light way ahead of time, it's stale. Means it can turn red pretty soon. So go through the intersection a little bit slower, be a little more cautious. Don't try to speed through it. So good job applying the brakes. Good job with the brakes. A little bit of fishtail, a little bit too much rear. You saw him applying the brakes.
Great relationship.
You see the fishtail. You don't see the right hand move yet. Now we apply the brakes. You hear the squealing with the rear tire, and then we apply the front brakes. Guys, front brake pressure is going to account for 70 to 80 to 90% of your total stopping power. So do front progressive braking. Don't slam that rear brake super hard. You're going to fishtail. Use that rear brake, or use that front brake. A swerve could have helped here too. Pay attention to the road. Don't worry about motovlogging too much.
Yo, if I didn't know how to ride, I would have
You
been.
nearly had a great relationship with the pavement. You guys are talking about relationships now.
God damn. All right, yo, take it easy.
Hey, he's nice about it though. Here we go, going through, we got our mirrors up and tight. Like a twiga, we have a side of the truck right there. We have a side of a car right there. I have never seen somebody survive that or keep the bike upright on that. Holy crap. Okay, so what happened? So made a decision. Decision to decision. That's perfectly fine. Did what he needed to do, made a decision. Applied the brakes right here. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it does. Made a decision to swerve right. Saw that they're continuing going. Changed decision again to swerve left. But at the same time, we slammed that rear brake. Okay? At the same time we slammed that rear brake, we lost tire traction on that rear tire, and we're trying to swerve left. Almost high sides it into the back. He didn't hit. That's not a hit. He didn't hit the car. The rear tire, he almost like drifted away from it. It's actually pretty impressive. So let's see if I can. 25% speed. So he's sliding and it grabs traction. It flips him back to the other side, which typically ends up into a high side. That's why he's up on the bike, because he's about the high side. Did not hit. So now typically what happens is they keep going and they get launched off, and that's a high side. See how like normally he would be flying forward, but he just launched straight up and sat back down, and amazingly maintained throttle or maintained handlebar control. And stayed upright. You're right. He needs to buy a lottery ticket and he needs to change his pants, because I would have crapped myself. Oh my gosh. Happens sometimes. Hopefully it was an accident. Oh, real quick. If you're riding with a passenger, that thing right there. If you have a sport bike and you're riding with a passenger, get this. Get that thing. I don't even know what it's called. It's a handle. Works amazing. And here's why. Because when you're riding with a passenger, they're typically like holding your waist or like holding your side or, gripping around and everything like that. Well, if you slam the brakes, the gripping's not going to help. What you want them to do is put their hand on the gas tank so they can support their own body on a brake. And then when they're holding on to you, that's when you accelerate and they can hold on to you. But if they're holding on to that the whole time, it's putting less pressure and weight on the rider themselves, which, let's say it's you, it's putting a lot less pressure and weight, and they're not messing with your body ergonomics. They're holding on to the bike itself. And so when you apply the brakes, they can push against it, almost do like a press against that handlebar. And so they stay in position. And then when you accelerate, they hold on to it also. That's really good. And the reason why I say that is because I did a couple hot laps with Chris Paris. I think that's his last name, Chris Paris. Yamaha Champion Riding School president. We did a couple hot laps. He was going like 100, I want to say at least 150, 200 miles, not 200 probably, but at least 150. And he had that on his bike, and I was the passenger. and I was holding on. That was tough to do, but imagine if I had to like hold on to him, I would have probably fallen off. That thing helped out a lot at those high speeds. So even at slower speeds, that's great. All right, let's keep going. Okay, we're going around the corner. Okay, it's some weird road. Oh, bus. Ooh, nice little swerve. Nice swerve on that one. So we're coming around the corner. Maybe slow it down if we're doing these corners and stuff with this traffic. We don't have to go super fast. But great swerve. And here's the thing. Some people swerve and they just continue going. Very good on this rider to swerve and then get back. So remember, when you swerve, it's not a swerve and I'm done. It's a swerve and swerve back as best you can. Let's watch the swerve again. Let's slow it down. 100 kilometers an hour is roughly 60 miles an hour. That's not something I want to be doing in this kind of area. I'd probably want to do, let's say, max 80 kilometers an hour, maybe 70 kilometers an hour. That's about 43 to 50 miles per hour. He's doing 62 miles per hour. So good job with the swerve. Here we go. You think this was a joke? Maltese Road Chaos Insanity. All right, Malta, Roadrunner Malta, you're on here a lot. Why are you having a lot of close calls? I think you need to take a seat right here. Go ahead and grab a slice of pizza. I keep seeing Malta. Maybe it's not just you, but I see Malta a lot in this channel. And I think you guys need to be relaxed a little bit. Let's take a look. Let's see if you get angry like the other Malta drivers. All right, so dumb right there. Let them in. You're just going to accelerate. Go.
Get off your phone!
Okay, maybe you are one of them. You either go or you let them go.
It's on the camera. Yeah. Get off your phone.
All right. Not a big deal. Nice little slow speed. Get yourself out of there. Not a big deal. Nice little slow speed. Get yourself out of there. Okay, this is the same Malta guy. Okay, somebody's turning left. Not a big deal. Let them in. Move on. You can accelerate fast because you're on a motorcycle. You're having a great day. You have a line of sight issue right here. Okay, a bus is going to make a wide turn. Not a big deal. Let them do it. Or you go. Get out of here. Who cares? Some of these motorcycle riders annoy the crap out of me. Yeah, you, Malta guy, go ahead and grab a slice of pizza and you can wait outside. We're not dealing with that today. All right, Traffic Adventures of Uncle Traveling Matt. Okay, here we go. Little motorcycle adventures. All right, somebody's gonna merge. Okay, you can see that. You can see that ahead of time. You can see it. I know you're paying attention. I know you saw it. We're doing this. They're coming. Oh, we're gonna get close to each other. I'm gonna keep my pace. I'm not gonna make any adjustments whatsoever because they should do it because they should be yielding. I'm just gonna honk my horn, guys. You're on a motorcycle. It's like a normal human adult against a sumo wrestler. You're not gonna win. It's like a toddler versus an adult. You're not gonna win. Okay, you see this. Roll off the throttle or switch lanes. Miss your turn if you have to. I don't care. But you see it ahead of time. Why honk the horn? Like in that situation, if you had to turn right, roll off the throttle, let them in. You kind of zipper merge it. My blood pressure is rising. I'm gonna have more energy drink. Oh, thank God. All right, everybody. That was the last. Just kidding. That was the very last clip of this MotoStars video. We're doing a live stream on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Check out the store, link in the description. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and we're going to take a look at another video where I might have a heart attack.